Hi everyone, Caroline here. Okay, I'm going to do a video for the Electric Ink Designs Picnic Society, and I'm going to be doing a journal page, as I like to do a journal page for each collection. So I'm going to start on this background that was part of a workshop that you could have it early on, and so I've revisited that, and I've added the dollies that Carly does and the images with the picnic and everything. She's having a glass of wine, and with digital stamps like this that you can use on your with your Photoshop, Canva, Word, whatever you want to use. You can flip them, you can rearrange them, you can layer them up, and you can, of course, you can resize them as well. So, you know, like this comes as quite a big one, but you can resize them down, but they are beautiful. So I'm just going to have a play at painting with these today, using my Hemi paints, and I'm going to start with the sky, with a little bit, just a little wash of blue in the sky here. Nothing too dark. Just want it to look very light, summery type of sky, like that. And at the back here you've got a few clouds, so just under that, a bit of the blue sky under there. And of course when you paint you can water it down to whatever you want and just do your clouds. And then just to sort of highlight behind the clouds here, I'm just going to go a little bit darker and just blend that in. And it just shows where the clouds are. Then you can water it down. I'm using Pink Frog Super Smooth. So then we just blend that in. Give it a nice look. Here we've got some buildings. So I'm just going to do a bit of a grey wash for those buildings. Let me just get a thinner brush. Just in the background there. The Picnic Society is available from Carly Duff on the Electric Ink Designs Facebook page, and you can follow that page, and we'll do the path as well in a grey. Let's wash that down. And you can go on there and you can buy any of the collections. There will be a new workshop coming soon as well. So if you're on that page, follow it and you get to know of everything that's coming. I'll put a link to the page. Sorry, my throat's a little bit thick today, I think. And I've not brought my water up with me. This, of course, is the pathway. I'm just going to go on with some water, just to water that down a bit. Just get some tissue. some of that darkness off. There we are. But it's left it a nice pathway colour. And the buildings, just going to darken part of that so you can see where the sides of the building are. Because it's not flat. And just blend that in. Then we're going to go with the trees. So I'm going to start off with a very pale green. And when you paint like this, you can sort of wash it over and then define later. Nice to use pencils. A lot of the design team as well use pencils as well as me, and you can see some amazing artwork by them that they do. They do some incredible samples. And at the back here, some hills. So it's nice to just sit and paint. As always, it's just a piece of card. You can print it off. Print off a few. And if you're not happy with one, you just start another one. So they're in a bit of a wash, like that. And all the trees behind. So it's lovely, like a park. It is a park view. So lots of greenery in there. Just dab it off if you want it paler. I've got some bushes down here. And of course we've got the grass. And the park. There's a glass of wine there. What do you reckon they're drinking? Is it wine? Prosecco? I think it's a nice white sparkling wine for a picnic. So now we've got that done, I'm going to go in with the darker. And I'm just going to, this is more of an olive, let me just wipe that. This is more of an olive. Let me just get my thinner, a finer brush. So just underneath those branches, we're just going to highlight underneath because it's always darker at the base than it is at the top. And you see. And when you're doing your artwork like this, don't feel you have to go for perfection, because that's really not what art is about. It's not about perfection. It's about the finished look that you want with your art. So don't think, oh, that just doesn't look right. You know, if you're happy with it and it's what you want, just go with the flow. So you can go in with your water brush after. And you see, it's just giving it that few layers that you want. I've got just dab it on, dab your paint on. Don't know if any of you have got these Hemi paints from quite a few years ago that Carly brought them out on the Stamps by Me. They're no longer available, but they really have been my favourite paints. And I know that Carly Duff still has hers, and hers are a lot more well used than mine. She does a lot of painting. So can you see what a difference that's made? Now, just double check that you're recording okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to go with an even darker one. And you see these that I'm using. I've gone from the bright and right down to the dark there. And just at the base, just again, little dots. And then just push it up. And then dab it. And there you have all your trees, coloured exactly as you want them. So that's given a good look to the trees, hasn't it? And I'll go in with some brown now for the tree. See, as you can see, I don't put a lot of water on my brush. Dab it off. You get water on your brush, just dab it off. You just want that bit of colour on your brush. And then I'm going to go with a little bit darker. Just for shading. find a brush then. That. Yes, I have. So just on the shading. Like that. And the bench, the park bench. Because they are wood, aren't they? And that's the lamp post. Okay, I'm just going to get my marker pens just for doing the skin on these gals. Okay. She's sitting on a bit of a white cloth there. Looks a slightly darker skin, which is nice. Just a bit of shading. Go in and blend that. And you know, you can use pencils as well, which is easy to use as well. So you know, just enjoy it. Marker pens, pencils, whatever medium you want. So I'm going to do this girl's dress in a pink. What a gorgeous dress this is. Slightly darker for a bit of shading. And we'll give her a bag, a brown bag, because it's a leather bag. There we are. Forgotten our legs, haven't we? And this girl here, we're going to have in a real sunshine yellow. And matching hat. Go with a bit of an orange for a hat. For a bit of shading. Lovely. And this girl is going to be in a teal colour. So we'll start with a hat. You know, it's fun doing your colours that you want. Make them exact colour you want. So you see Carly's giving you the dollies that are stood up, that are sat down in a sitting position, so you can, you know, you can sit them on the stools. If you've got the Midnight Mixology, you've got the cocktail bar with the stools, and you can sit her on there. So, you know, they do all mix well. That's what Carly does. She makes it so that everything you get mixes well with the others. So, you know, it's great that. Got some pastries here. Sandwiches. Got some drink here. And she's got bit of red wine in hers. She's been different. Why not? She's got a nice sparkling white wine. Just going to go back in with a darker teal now. For this dress, now it's dried a little bit. And do some shading. Just a bit of green up there, just behind there. So take your time with this. I mean, I've got this done as quick as I can because you know, you don't want to be sat watching me for hours upon hours. But you know, you can, if you're going out on, if you're on holiday or something, and you can just take your pencils with you, print a load off and take your pencils with you and sit on the beach and enjoy it. I'm going to get some red. And I'm just going to add some strawberries here. I'm going to eat some strawberries as well. And our lipstick. There we are. Okay, I think we're fairly well done. And we'll build up our page now. It's a lovely scene, isn't it? I'm going to stick that on my journal page. If you find anything you've missed after, you can always touch it up and add a bit, whatever you need. There's no journal police out there, don't worry. For her hair, I'm just going to add some sort of silver highlight streaks in there. You see that? Using my Pentel glitter pens. They are the dual metallics hybrids. And in this one, just a little bit of gold in her hair. I say, you can add whatever you want after. She's got a little bit of burgundy. Do that in her wine. Just going to get my pencil and highlight that glass more. Like that. There we are. And then I've got some tape as well. That I've got some of this, you know, the stick-on tape. There's a company called, I think it's called Taperology. You can get some fabulous tapes there. They really are incredible. If I can just get it off here. What I've done with my... Oh, let me just put the top on my glue. Here we are. Let me just see if I can do this with this. What I liked about this was it was sort of a nice overhang. Just move that from there. See what I'm doing. So you sort of just lift, like any tape that you get. Peel offs, you know. I think I got this on Temu. That's going down there, like that. I mean, you can cut in, you know, if you don't want all that plastic over your image, you can get rid of that by just cutting round your image here, which is nice to do. Should have done that on the other one, but never mind. Don't think I can lift the other one now, but that's certainly better. Oh, I can lift a bit of it so that she's not all shiny. So as you know, I always leave my bleepers in if I do something wrong. And this one. That's nice, isn't it? that down. Okay. So this is the first time I've used any of these. So it's all a learning curve when you use new things. And I watch these girls on TikTok doing journaling and they're just amazing with it. I like to learn new things. And as I say, you're never too old to learn something new. And that's what I love about crafting and art. You're learning all the time. Creating and learning. And if you don't like it, stick it in the bin. How pretty is that? Yeah. Like I say, it's just got that bit of shininess to it. There, which I'm keen on. That's gone. So do you know, if I did this again, I think what I'd do is I'd tape it down on some card, white card, and then I'd cut out around it. And I think that's what I will do next time. I will cut out around it. So there's a thought for you to do that. But for now, it's something a bit different. Well, thank you very much for joining me. And I hope you'll enjoy your picnic society. See you soon. Bye-bye.